we're going to read this document. It's a CIA document. This is on the CIA.gov website. It says Gateway Intermediate Workbook. This is from the Monroe Institute of Applied Sciences. It says up here, approved for release 2003, September 10th, it looks like. And then it says CIA. There's a bunch of numbers and letters there. It says restriction. This material contained herein is intended for the personal and private use only by those who have completed the first session of the Gateway program. The attempted application by others may result in undesirable and uncontrolled effects detrimental to any such unauthorized user. Dated 1977. It says down here the Monroe Institute of Applied Sciences. So the Monroe Institute, there's a book on this. They have a place out in Virginia, and it's like a retreat. Like you can go there, and they teach you how to do astral projection and use your pineal gland and use your consciousness and go out of your body type stuff is what they do there. So let's see what this CIA document says about it. It says, first affirmation. Say in your mind, say to yourself, I am more than my physical body because I am more than my because I am more than physical matter. I can perceive that which is greater than the physical world. Therefore, in these exercises, I deeply desire to expand, to experience, to know, to understand, to control, to use such greater energies and energy systems as may be beneficial and constructive to me and to those who follow me. Also, during these exercises, I deeply desire the help and cooperation, the assistance, the understanding of those individuals whose wisdom, development, and experience is equal or greater than my own. I ask their guidance and protection from any influence or any source that might provide me with less than my stated desires. I now protect myself as I may need or as may be needed from such influence and reject any source that may restrain me from my stated desires. Second affirmation, I open this channel of communication only to those whose knowledge, wisdom, development, and experience is equal or greater than my own. I restrict such contact and communication to constructive purpose and reject all other. I open such channel only when I so consciously desire. At all other times, it will remain closed. Gateway notes. You may want to refer to the following notes for your exercise sessions. Remember that these are but guidelines. We strongly encourage you to use your own ideas and ingenuity during your exercise sessions. As you start each exercise, 1. Do your resonant breathing exercise. Inhale deeply, pulling in energy from all parts of your physical body to and then up into your head. Hold your breath for a comfortable length of time, eventually holding it to the count of 10, swirling the energies around in your brain. Then exhale slowly through your mouth as though you were slowly and steadily blowing out a candle. At the same time, imagine that you are expelling stale, used up energy through the bottoms of your feet. After the first inhale, exhale, your brain is filled with new, fresh energy. On the second inhale, bring the new, fresh energy to your upper chest and arms, and exhale the stale, used up energy from the abdomen down. On the third, bring the new energy to the abdomen. On the fourth, to your pelvic region, to the thighs and knees. On the fifth, and on the sixth, to your lower legs and feet. It's as if we are filling an inverted jar full of new, fresh energy in 6 steps. 2. Place all your problems and distractions in the security repository box. 3. Say the affirmation while bringing back your strong desire to expand yourself and explore, know and understand, control and use the non-physical energies most beneficial for you and those around you. As in all affirmations, the words mean nothing without the feeling. To reach focus 10 from consciousness, number 1, C-1. Relax deeply in lying down or sitting down position. Feel yourself drifting into deep relaxation. When you can drift down no more, say to yourself on an exhale, 2. Notice that you drift down a little more. If you do not, wait until you do. Then say 3, and so on until you reach 10. 10 may not feel the same each time, or even feel that it is the same, or it is the same depth each time. If you are dissatisfied with the level of relaxation at your 10, start again with 5 or even 2. Some find it helpful to associate the numbers with body parts and relax the body in an orderly sequence from head to foot or foot to head. Eventually, however, you will find this is unnecessary. To return to C-1 from focus 10, count slowly in your mind from 10 to 1. Energy return to C-1. Think of any part of physical body. Move that physical part, finger, tongue, foot, etc. To create energy bar tool, and in parentheses it says EBT. Visualize or think of a dot of light. Expand into a bar, changing it with brilliant white energy. Practice working with it, and by giving it a different bright color, making it go on and off at different speeds. The purpose of the EBT is to stimulate and focus non-physical energies. To create and use living body map, in parentheses LBM, living body map. Go to F10, then create a silhouette in the form of the physical body in bright white lines. Change the colors of the lines of the form to represent the following physical areas. Blue is the nervous system. Red, circulatory system. Orange, muscle and bone structures. Yellow, organs and glandular system. White, composite of all systems in the body. After doing this, place the LBM over your body and in turn, look for any dim or flickering areas from the different systems. Charge these weak places with your EBT using bright purple healing energy. To balance, cleanse, and recharge emotional body map. The EBM is the emotional body map. Located behind LBM, finer and thinner than LBM, use the bright purple energy from the EBT to charge any parts which are dim and flickering. Look for any parts which are unusually bright. Use the EBT and its purple healing, cleansing, and recharging energy to equalize and balance, making the EBM evenly bright, calm, strong, and serene. To perceive distant events and people, remote viewing. Go to F10. Charge EBT with bright, fresh, new energy. Place one end of EBT close to your center of consciousness. With that end still close to you, stretch your EBT out until the other end is at the person or event you wish to perceive. Let the energy from the far end of your EBT flow through the bar and into your conscious awareness. With practice, this becomes an excellent method for distant viewing and for sending messages to another person. To get to focus 12 and return, awareness expansion. When you have reached a stable and deep level of focus 10, you will find yourself beginning to get the charged feeling of focus 12. The mind becomes more awake, but in a different way. When you feel this beginning to happen, say 11. After a while, as the feeling strengthens, say 12. You will notice that the state becomes stronger and stronger. The more you exercise, the stronger the state becomes. If you find that it does not naturally come out of focus 10, then you need to exercise the focus 10 level more. Focus 10 is the key to the whole system. To return from focus 12, simply put out the desire to come back and slowly count from 12 to 10, and then from 10 to 1. Problem solving, questions, and answers. In consciousness 1, think of a specific problem or question. The more specific you are, the better. Then go to focus 12. Concentrate on the problem or question and your desire for the answer. Then release the concentration and notice visual images, words, sensations, or thought forms that come. Focus 12 clock exercise, spatial orientation. Go to F12 and imagine a clock with your consciousness in its center. The 3 to your right, 9 to the left, etc. Send your consciousness in the various directions indicated by the number of the face of the clock. Then swivel the clock 90 degrees so that the 3 is in front of you, the 9 behind you, etc. Continue exploration, guiding again by the numbers on the clock. Observe closely what you perceive at each point. To create resonant energy balloon, then in parentheses it says reball. Resonant energy balloon is reball. Go to F10 and inhale deeply, bringing energy in and up from all parts of your body. Hold your breath for a fairly long but comfortable period, count of 10. Then exhale the energy down to your toes as though softly blowing out a candle. Breathe normally. Repeat process. And as you exhale each time, round the angle of the energy more and more as you build your energy balloon. See and feel the energy swirling around you as you exhale down and around. Do this 8 through 10 times. Then start the flow from right to left. Inhale, bringing energy in from right. Hold breath. Then exhale slowly, flowing energy to the left. Breathe normally. Each time, let the energy go rounder, forming a round ball, a protective floating ball. Perceive and observe the flowing energy in your resonant energy balloon all around you. It protects you and lets you float inside it. Now, inhaling in and out, expel energy into all of the spaces in your energy balloon, filling it with bright light and also making it lighter so that it will float easier and better. When you have finished using your reball, resonant energy balloon, let it move inward. Let it reabsorb itself into you. Second state exercise with your resonant energy balloon. Create reball while in focus 10. Reball is resonant energy balloon. When the balloon has become very light, let it carry you upward. You should not have to strain for this sensation, nor do you have to think of it as taking you upward in this physical matter reality. It should take you upward naturally into a lighter, expanded state of being. Whether you want to float upward in a horizontal or vertical position inside the protective shields of the balloon is up to you. But let it carry you upward easily and naturally. After you float up a short distance, stop and observe. Perceive what is around you. Float downwards back to where you began. Repeat this 4 more times, floating up to a higher point each time, always observing and perceiving. At the end of the exercise, come back to where you began and let your reball move inward, reabsorbing back into yourself. Free movement exercise to leave your physical body. Create reball while in focus 10. Then practice with the following exercises. Number 1, rolling out like a log rolling in water. Number 2, going up like a stiff pole. Number 3, backing away from the body. Number 4, going out the head like a gas. Number 5, floating up above the physical body. Reabsorb your resonant energy balloon when finished. To make desired pattern changes in your life, get to focus 12 and visualize. Think about and experience the following. Think of and build carefully in your mind the pattern or position you desire. Release such thought pattern and move it strongly out into all areas of your expanded awareness. Let it flow into the farthest points of such awareness. It will begin immediately to form and develop, and will continue to do so until it is complete reality, provided such pattern is constructive and beneficial to the purpose of the total selves within such pattern or position. Energy balance. Go to focus 10 and use bright purple healing energy from your EBT on your LBM and EBM for healing, cleansing, and recharging. After doing this, take your problems out of your respiratory box about which you can do something. Cleanse away any negative emotional energy from them by applying soothing, cool energy from your EBT. To conclude each exercise, take problems out of respiratory box, cleanse them of all excess and harmful emotional charge by using the calming, cleansing green energy from your EBT. Count back to C1. Sit up, stretch your arms and legs, breathe deeply several times, then slowly get up. Then immediately write down your experience in this workbook. Daily tools for use in your physical waking life. Go into normal, natural, restful sleep. Lie down in a comfortable position, breathe deeply 5 times, and count from 1 to 20. Before you reach the count of 20, you will go into a normal, restful sleep. To remember any part of your life experience, close your eyes and touch softly the fingers of your right hand to the center of your forehead. When you do this, you recall and remember immediately that which you consciously desire. To reduce pain signals, look with your closed eyes at the part of your body which is the source of pain signals. As you look, repeat in your mind the number 55515. When you do these two things, the pain signals will slowly reduce until they are no longer important. To reduce emotional charge, close your eyes, inhale deeply, hold breath for a moment, then think of the calming, cleansing color green. When you do this, exhale slowly, and the green energy will push all excess and harmful emotional charges down through your physical system and out through the soles of your feet. To charge the body for great speed and strength, close your eyes, inhale deeply, think of the physical act to be performed and the strong energy of red. As you exhale, open your eyes and perform the act you wish to accomplish. To receive fresh new energy from your total system, close your eyes, extend your physical hands outward, palms up. Then, inhale deeply and hold your breath for a moment. Think of radiant, pure white energy focused from above and centering down upon the palms of your hands, then flowing up through your arms and spreading throughout your total self. Exhale. To balance any part of the body, close your eyes, inhale deeply, and hold breath for a moment. Think of the healing, cool energy of purple and look with your closed eyes at that part of your body which requires help. Send the flow of purple energy to it, saying in your mind to the part, heal, balance. Then exhale and open eyes. Okay, the next part is to stimulate and focus non-physical energies. Method. While sitting or lying down, relax thoroughly, perhaps counting to 10 slowly in order to reach focus 10. Then, no matter how vague it seems, take your EBT from wherever you keep it, hold it close, and then tell yourself, on. With this command, the bar lights turn on. The bar lights up and becomes thicker in your hands. Then say off. The light goes off and the bar becomes thinner. Do this very slowly for a while. The tool probably should have a shape that makes it easy to hold. Some see it as a magnetic wand, others as a fluorescent tube, still others as the tool out of Star Wars. Whatever shape appeals to you is best. After turning it on and off slowly, say once every second or two, with intense concentration, begin to speed it up slowly. If you find yourself breathing in time with the ons and offs, consciously disassociate the breathing from it. Also, disassociate the words on and off from the process. Speed it up even more. Hold the intense concentration. You will notice a subtle or not so subtle sensation in the solar plexus area pulsing in time with the ons and offs. When you can hold the concentration on the EBT, ons and offs, enough to speed them up even more, up to a slow stroboscopic speed, do so. Later, take it up to a faster stroboscopic speed, but make sure you are definitely turning the EBT on and off, and that the sensation in the solar plexus, or perhaps all over the whole body, is in time with the ons and offs. Eventually, you can get the ons and offs going so fast that the bar appears to be on continuously, and the sensation in the solar plexus is one of exciting charged electrical warmth. The whole body feels more energized. This may be a subtle feeling at first, or quite strong. Achieving and maintaining this feeling while holding on to the EBT is the objective. After this exercise becomes easier and more familiar, you will notice that when you first grasp the EBT, it will begin to charge itself and you along with it. Once your EBT is charged, you can go to the LBM and EBM exercises, or you can play with the various uses of the EBT itself. For instance, you can make it into a large tube, place one end of it at your own center of consciousness, and that may not be at the forehead, and stretch out the other end until it is near a person you are thinking of. Then let the energy from the far end of your EBT flow through the bar and into your conscious awareness. With practice, this becomes an excellent method for distant viewing and for sending messages to another person. You can also place one end of your EBT inside your security repository box. Visualize or think of the bar toughing all of the energy held inside the box. I think that meant touching, but they spelled it wrong there. Then let the energy flow outside of the box and into your EBT. Then move away from the security repository box and point the other end of the EBT out and away from you, letting the energy it has just absorbed flow out and away. Later on, you will find many uses for your EBT. It becomes a multi-purpose tool. When you have completed an exercise with your EBT, put it back in the place where you always keep it, so that later you will find it waiting and ready to be charged. Living body map, that's your LBM. We talked about that before. Purpose, number 1, to locate areas of imbalance in the physical body. Number 2, to provide a channel for focusing energies onto specific areas of the physical body in order to balance and stretch them. Number 3, to provide a channel for focusing energy on the whole physical body in order to charge it, give it energy, increase its vibration while increasing the muscular relaxation. First method, go to Focus 10 and charge your EBT. From the area in back of you, in Focus 10 where you have stored it, take out a two-dimensional silhouette of your body, a silhouette that looks like a paper cutout. Place your physical body behind the cutout and look at it from the front. The cutout or silhouette is white. Your body, your physical body, is emitting a great deal of light that shines through the silhouette, making it glow and sparkle. But you may notice areas within the silhouette that are dim or flickering. These are areas of imbalance and or weakness. Take your EBT and aim green energy at the area in order to balance the energies. Then aim an ultraviolet type of purple at the area in order to add high energy, strengthening energy to the area. If the image or thought of the silhouette, the LBM, is not clear enough to perceive any dim or flickering areas, aim the green and then the purple energies at areas you know are weak and not in balance. When you have completed this exercise with the white silhouette or map, turn the map red. Now the energy from your physical body will make the map a very bright glowing red. Again, look for the dim and flickering spots. If you see any, you will know that there is an imbalance or weakness in the circulation system in that area of your physical body. Rebalance them with the green energy and charge them with the purple energy from the EBT. If you know of any difficulties within the circulation system, you can balance and recharge those areas of the map. Then, in order to look at the nervous system, turn the silhouette blue. For the muscle and bone structures, turn it orange. And for the organs and glandular system, turn it yellow. White is a composite of all the systems in the body. When you have completed all this, turn the silhouette back to white and charge the bright white silhouette with the purple charging energy in order to raise the vibration of the whole body. Notice the silhouette becoming brighter and whiter under the purple ray. When this process becomes clear and effective, this may take some time. You may want to put a friend's body behind a silhouette of it and complete this exercise. Of course, you should ask his or her permission to do so first. Second method, go to focus 10 and charge the EBT. Now, instead of locating a paper cutout silhouette, find a translucent movie screen that you store in focus 10. You can unroll it from the ceiling or have it permanently set up in an area of focus 10, or whatever you like to do to generate this image or thought. The screen is white. Place your body in a standing position behind the screen. Then have it walk right up to the screen while you watch from the front. Your body is emitting a great deal of light that shows up as a bright, sharp, two-dimensional silhouette on the screen. From there on, the exercise is the same as the first method, turning the screen red, blue, yellow, orange, and white. Third method, instead of imaging or thinking of your body behind a silhouette or screen, you may want to make your body into a three-dimensional statue made of some translucent material. It helps a great deal to look at your body in the mirror first in order to hold a sharp image or thought of it. Make the translucent statue glow a bright white similar to a phosphorescent statue in a dark room. Then move all around it, looking for the dim and flickering spots. Use the EBT green and purple energies to balance and charge those areas. Also charge those areas you know are weak or imbalance. Then turn the statue a bright glowing red, and so on through the exercise. In focus 10, you often find yourself being in the statue and outside it at the same time. You may find this dual location facilitates the exercise. In all three methods, when you charge the white image or thought with purple energy at the end of the exercise, I can't read that part because it's overlapped on this CIA approval for release. But I think it just says like you should feel your physical body be more charged and more vibrant or something along those lines. Okay, the next part says emotional body map. That's your EBM from earlier. Purpose: to provide a channel for focusing energy on the whole emotional structure in order to cleanse it and strengthen it. First method: complete the first method of the LBM exercise. Place the LBM silhouette back wherever you store it in focus 10. Behind the LBM silhouette is the EBM silhouette cut out of material finer and thinner than the LBM. It is a cutout silhouette of your emotional body. If no image comes to you of what shape your emotional body is, start with the image of your physical body, realizing that in time this shape may evolve into quite a different form. It may not. Now place this EBM over your emotional body, or, if you prefer, place it over your physical body with the understanding that the EBM, the silhouette, is glowing from the emotional energy body, or glowing from the emotional energy coming from your body. Look for the dim and flickering spots. Balance and strengthen them with the green and purple EBT energies. Then cleanse and strengthen the whole emotional system by sweeping the map slowly from head to foot with the high energy purple light from the EBT. When the silhouette is much brighter and much cleaner, turn the EBT off and store the emotional body map back behind the LBM. Second method: complete the second method of the LBM exercise. Pull down or use a second translucent movie screen behind the LBM. This screen is finer and thinner than the LBM screen. Place the emotional body behind the screen. Now look at the screen from the front in order to see the sharp, bright, two-dimensional silhouette made from the glowing emotional energies of the emotional body. Complete the exercise as in the first method. Third method: complete the third method of the LBM exercise. Now go behind the LBM statue some distance and notice that the second statue lights up. This statue may be made of a finer and more translucent substance. It is your emotional body system. Look for the dim and flickering spots in the glowing statue, balance and strengthen them with the green and purple EBT energies, then cleanse and strengthen the whole emotional system by sweeping the statue slowly from head to foot with the high energy purple light from the EBT. When the statue is much cleaner and much brighter, turn the EBT off and walk away from the emotional body and living body statues. Resonant energy balloon. Purpose: number 1, to provide a protective shield. Number 2, to provide a vehicle for traveling into expanded perceptual fields or foci, or I think it may focus. 3, to encourage by resonance the non-physical vibrations. Method: lie down and go into a deep focus 10. Charge the EBT, balance and strengthen the charge of the physical and emotional body maps if needed. Become extremely relaxed in focus 10, and then reach back in your physical body for the only muscles needed to create the resonant energy balloon. Inhale deeply at a relaxed pace while visualizing, thinking, feeling new, fresh energy coming up from the feet and hands through the whole body into the head. Do not inhale so deeply that it strains the body. Hold your breath for a fairly long but comfortable period. Then exhale through your mouth, pursing your mouth together as if you were blowing out a candle. Exhale easily and comfortably. As you exhale, feel the energy going back down to your toes. Notice that it swirls down. Now take 2 or 3 shallow but comfortable breaths. Again, inhale, feeling the energy moving up, all the way up into the head from all parts of the body. Hold the breath for a comfortable period of time, and then exhale, visualizing, thinking, feeling the energy swirl down to the toes. Exhale as if you were blowing out a candle. Again, take 2 or 3 easy, shallow breaths. As you keep repeating this process, you notice that the swirling energy not only moves down through the body, but it begins to form an egg-shaped energy field around you. Then it becomes even rounder until it forms a solid sphere of very bright, very light-filled energy around you, a very bright field of energy. At first, the perception of this may be quite subtle. Non-visualizers may feel the energy field as being similar to the feeling of being in a strong field of static electricity. Also, in the beginning, it helps to keep the perception of the energy field around you during all parts of the breathing process. Make sure you also perceive it behind you as well as in front. When the sphere has formed from the energy swirling down, visualize, think, and feel during the inhale that energy is coming up from your right and meeting the energy around you. Hold your breath. And then as you exhale, blowing out the candle, visualize, think and feel the energy around you or the energy going to your left and mixing in with your sphere of energy, swirling it in that direction also. Faster and faster, the swirling becomes. And bright and lighter the energy field becomes until it is very bright, very light balloon all around you. It may be quite large. It does not have to come, or it does not have to have an outer membrane such as a balloon does, for this is a field of energy, your field. It does float up like a balloon carrying you inside of it. When the balloon has become very light, let it carry you upward. You should not have to strain for this sensation, nor do you have to think of it as taking you upward in this physical matter body or physical matter reality. It should take you upward naturally into a lighter, expanded state of being. Whether you want to float upward or in a horizontal or vertical position inside the balloon is up to you. But let it carry you upward easily and naturally. At times it can go very fast. It will carry you up or carry you to focus 12 and eventually to focus 15. At focus 12 and 15, you may lose perception of the balloon unless you need its protection, and you will use it to return to focus 10, for you can make it float downward, returning you to this physical reality or physical matter reality. Once you're in focus 10, reabsorb the energy of the balloon because it is your energy. Foremost, control over this exercise does not come within a day or a week. However, if you practice it at least twice a day, you will soon find that the resonant energy balloon becomes a powerful tool in reaching expanded states of perception. Well, it sounds like someone from the CIA actually went to the Monroe Institute and went through all the trainings and learned how to do this, and then this is their report on what they learned back in the 70s. All right, let's read this the last sections here, it says Monroe Institute of Applied Sciences, Western Division. And I guess this one is in San Francisco. So I guess they have 2 locations, I'm assuming, because this one says San Francisco, California. Because there's one in Virginia, and then this one, I guess, is California. Okay, so C7777. Now in Focus 10, you are learning even greater ways to develop and control your physical self through the application of your total being. These will be available for your constructive use from this moment on. You will be able to use them whenever or wherever you so desire. Number 1. To reduce emotional pressure throughout your total system, close your eyes, inhale deeply, hold your breath for a moment, then think of the calming, cleansing color of green. When you do this, exhale your breath slowly. The calming, cleansing green energy will slowly and surely push all excess and harmful emotional charges down through your physical body and out through the soles of your feet, leaving your entire system, your entire self, calm and confident, strong and serene. Number 2. To charge your physical body for an act of great speed and great strength, all with smooth coordination, close your eyes, inhale deeply, hold your breath, then think of the physical act to be performed, and then the strong color energy of red. When you exhale your breath and open your eyes, you will be able to immediately perform the physical act you have pictured with far greater strength, more rapidly, and with smooth total coordination of your physical body. 3. To receive, convert, and store new, fresh energy for your total system. Close your eyes, extend your hands up or outward, palms up. Then inhale deeply and hold your breath for a moment. In that moment, think of a radiant, pure, white energy focused from above and centering down on your palms of your hands. Then flowing up through your arms and spreading through your total self, refreshing, invigorating, and satisfying. When you exhale and open your eyes, you will feel refreshed and rejuvenated. You will no longer feel hunger for physical food because your need has been satisfied. That's what they talk about in Autobiography of a Yogi, how the yogis didn't have to eat. Maybe that's what they were doing. Number 4, to bring any part of your physical body to a normal, healthy, balanced operating condition, close your eyes, inhale deeply, and hold your breath for a moment. During that moment, think of the healing, cool energy of purple. Look with your closed eyes at that part of your physical body that requires help and send the flow of purple energy to it. Send it to it, saying in your mind, heal, balance. Then exhale and open your eyes. When you do this, that part of your physical body will begin immediately to restore and rebalance into normal, healthy operating condition more rapidly and completely than ever before. Also, any foreign substance that part of the body or in that part of the body which may hinder or prevent its normal function will be processed and eliminated through the normal body channels. Number 5. Now in Focus 12, you are going to learn a way to establish new patterns and positions in your coming life activities. Whenever you desire to set such new patterns and positions in your coming life, all you need to do while in Focus 12 is think of the pattern or position you desire, build it carefully in your mind, and release such thought pattern or release such thought pattern in your mind and move it strongly out of all areas of your expanded awareness. Let it flow into the farthest points of such awareness. When you do this, the pattern or position that you have thought that you have created will begin immediately to form and develop. It will continue to do so until it is complete reality, provided such pattern is constructive and beneficial to the purpose of the total selves within such pattern or position. Okay, and then it's just got some stuff that you would fill out here. We'll skip that, and then looks like we're getting down to the end here. Let's see what this last part says. Oh, it's the first affirmation again. Say in your mind, say to thyself, I am more than my physical body because I am more than physical matter. I can perceive that which is greater than the physical world. Therefore, in these exercises, I deeply desire to expand, to experience, to know, to understand, to control, to use such greater energies and energy systems as may be beneficial and constructive to me and to those who follow me. Also, during these exercises, I deeply desire the help and cooperation, the assistance, the understanding of those individuals whose wisdom, development, and experiences is equal or greater than my own. I ask their guidance and protection from any influence or any source that might provide me with less than my stated desires. I now protect myself as may be needed from such influence and reject any source that may restrain me from my stated desires. And that is it. That is the CIA document. It looks like it might have been written by, I'm not sure if it was the same person or a couple people, because it looks like there was two write-ups from two locations. And like once we got down into the one in San Francisco, it was kind of a reiteration of a lot of the same stuff from the first part, but it seemed like the first part went into a little more detail. And then, again, we also have these visuals right here about the different energies and the different methods, like the clock and like how to send the energy through your body and all that stuff. Anyways, I'll leave a link to this in the description of this video. What do you guys think about this CIA document and about, Dr. Robert Monroe, the Monroe Institute, going out of body, remote viewing? Has anyone tried this? Has anyone been successful doing this? Please let me know in the comments.